Okay, all right. So sorry about the delay. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Oh wait, and let's see. There we go. Can you can you can you see me? Can you see yourself, Arian?
I can't tell.
Okay.
The top screen, or the top video window just has you. So let me check it on YouTube.
Okay. Hey everybody. All right. So if you can hear us okay, go ahead and put a thumbs up or something in the chat so I can make sure that everything is going okay. So I am here in Orlando. I don't know why it is so hot in this room, but I've been rushing. It has been a long day of driving, and I just got here. Had enough time to chat with Ken Berry, so got to meet him in person. So that was pretty cool. Dr. Camila is who is speaking on stage. I'm missing her talk, but hopefully I will catch up with her later. And I'm looking forward to getting her on the podcast. And yeah, and I saw Keto for the Soul. Her name's Judy, Ebony Jackson. There's so many people. So it was really cool to kind of catch up and get to know a little bit more of the keto space. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw my so I posted a short on YouTube, just trying to learn YouTube shorts. But it was a video of me and Watch Autumn Keto, um, which is she's got a keto YouTube channel, and she's got a lot of video and stuff up there. So it was pretty cool.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, and that's all just in today. You've done all
Yeah,
that.
that was just like in the last little while, half hour, 45 minutes. So, today I think was more opening stuff. But tomorrow and Saturday, they're going to be, full talks by everyone. And I think Ken Berry is delivering the closing speech on Saturday. Yeah. So,
It's awesome.
yeah, it's a really big lineup. And I think this is um, their third conference. So I feel like they did one just before COVID, and then they did two more during COVID, or this might be the second one. So, um, yeah, so I'm glad to get here and get to see everybody. I had such fun at KetoCon, so when I had the opportunity to do this, I thought, let me go ahead and take it. It is definitely worth it.
That's cool, and it's cool that carnivore is accepted at that thing to the point that you're invited there, and Ken's doing the closing speech. Like,
Hmm. Well, carnivore has arrived. I mean, it has arrived. Did I tell you about how I someone tried to scam me on Instagram? But so on Instagram you get all kinds of messages, right? So I get a message from someone whose handle is Spicy Carnivore, and she wants to give me money, but I need to put in a certain email address into like my account and blah blah blah. So clearly this was all a scam. But her
mhm.
handle was Spicy Carnivore. I'm like, is our little nook big enough now that bots from Russia, like, it's worth their while to create a handle? And this person was followed by 30 other people that I'm, connected to or who are following me. So, carnivore people. So, like, the handle has been out there for a bit. So I was like, all right, we have arrived. This is it.
We
We
are
are
being
big
targeted
time.
by the scammers now.
Yeah, we're big time now. Big time. So, yes, carnivore is definitely part of, the whole keto family. And it's just considered on the spectrum of, various types of low carb. But I definitely see, a very big interest, for people who want to try it, give it a try, and everything. So, from the keto space. And, and I'm cool if people want to kind of dip in and out of it, do it for a month and, then go back to keto or kind of figure out what their groove is. So, I think that's fine. And, if it works. And, so I'm happy to, bring the message forward, bring it into, bring it into the keto space.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people who probably, if they're exposed to it, at least, some percentage is going to realize the benefits and be less keto than they are, be
Well,
much more comfortable.
honestly, a lot of these people and even influencers are like, I do carnivore and I feel better when I do it. And, so I kind of mostly am carnivore now.
Yep.
So I don't know. I really do feel like people, I mean, especially just doing keto, a lot of people, I don't know, they start out keto and then it just becomes easier not to make vegetables. And so more and more meals just become the meat. And then, they just kind of one day, you know, realize it's been like weeks since they've had vegetables.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's just a natural progression too.
Yep. It's really easy to just stop cooking vegetables. Yeah. Like that was how I became carnivore. It's super easy to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, let's see who's here. So, if you could all hit the like button and subscribe, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Robin, welcome. Susie, I'm so glad you are here. Lynn, the goddess, welcome. Terry, I think the carnivore family is doing great tonight. Tracy, hi. Meat-based musings. Lynn, that's right. Ken Berry is here. So I knew he was tall, but man, he is tall. I really had to look up. It's like, who is this standing in my way? Oh, I recognize you. I don't think he recognized me, but I will admit my hair also, I look very
Oh,
different. Yeah. And I'm
huge,
very,
huge difference. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You might have to
So,
like just slide in a conversation like, yeah, so we talked. And then it like, what? We did?
well, I just introduced myself. I said, I don't know if you remember me. I'm A Day. And he said, yes, of course. Although I don't know if that's,
Oh,
yes, I do, or I'm too embarrassed to,
right. The Hollywood answer.
or the politician. Yeah, I did that many a time.
Mhm.
So, okay, Virgo Lady, hey, welcome. Okay, so Virgo Lady says, I met Autumn at the low carb cruise event, and she and her hubs are nice people. Oh, totally. Awesome. I got to hang out with them a little bit in Austin, and that was great. Um, and let's see. And Terry's asking, about a low carb cruise. Yeah, I think that was the first thing that there was. Jimmy Moore actually, I think he started and organized it in the beginning, like because I think they were having low carb cruises even in the early 2000s. Um, Although he was asked not to host it anymore. Uh, I think this was even before the pandemic. Um, but I'm sure you all are aware now that he was arrested for pedophilia and skipped his court date. So there was a warrant out for his arrest, and then I think he was arrested. So he won't be doing that anymore. Yeah. So, but I think it's important to, to be aware of that. And I certainly had my issues with him. I stopped following him after his repeated posts about Breonna Taylor being, you know, engaged in some kind of nefarious activity and basically bringing it on herself. So, I had my issues with him, and and many people did. So. But anyway, so now the low carb cruise, I think it's supposed to be hosted by Ken Berry. So I'm not sure. Virgo Lady saying the next one is June 2023 out of Galveston, Texas. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never done a cruise, so I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future. Um, Sawa, happy to be here. Yes. Virgo Lady says, yeah, Ken Berry is about 6'4". Yes, he is indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Quite tall.
Yeah, quite tall. So, yeah. So, how has your week been going?
It's been pretty cool. Not nearly as exciting.
No.
Like, I don't think. Like normally, I have some interesting thing to talk about. I don't have. I can't think of anything for this one. This has been a really regular, um, plain week.
Okay. Sorry.
I mean, it's decent.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had my weeks are generally pretty eventful these days because there's always new stuff happening. And you all were here last week. Those of you in the chat and watching were here last week, and I let you know about launching an online community that is not on Facebook. And that has been going great. So I encourage you to, to check the, well, I didn't put the link into the description box for this week, but last week's video, it's there. Go and sign up and get involved. I think it's great to have community and ones where you can like interact with other people. And I know a lot of people want to be off of Facebook, so this is your shot to be off of Facebook. Yeah,
You can still have the community, but away from Zuckerberg.
yeah, and just yeah, and just away from all of the ads and all of the stuff that's on Facebook. I go there to do one thing and then I'm like down some rabbit hole looking. I clicked on one cute cat video, and now like I can't get away from cat videos. I mean, and it was cute. And then they continue to be cute, but like I don't want to see any more of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds frustrating.
Terry says cruising is fun. We need to get a black carnivore group for the ship. That would be nice. I don't know. Maybe I could contact them and see if we can have a black carnivore contingent. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been on a cruise either.
Would you go
Yeah,
if we did a black carnivore one in June of
yeah.
2023?
I mean, I can't commit to it. Now it sounds like commitment. Like I gotta look at the schedule and all that. I don't know what else might be happening next summer.
What could be happening? There's nothing on your schedule. Now is the time to put the thing on the schedule. We're putting on June of 2023. It's on the schedule.
June 23, low carb cruise, black carnivore folks are going.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me know in the chat if any of you would actually go. I mean, I don't know how many I would need to create, I don't, a contingent for black carnivores, but I guess I'd need to know some sense if people want to do that. But yeah, let me know because that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, over this weekend, just trying to, do some more of these man on the or woman on the street interviews and chat with people, get their, best advice for everybody, and and get clips of some of the talks. I know there's a streaming package, so if anybody really, wants to watch the whole thing, I definitely encourage you to do that. I think it's pretty reasonably priced, but so I won't be able to stream obviously a lot of things, but certainly clips and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I've always wanted to. there was one of these last year that I wanted to attend, but like it just the ticket sold out early enough. It might have been Ken's thing because he does kind of a conference too, right?
I don't
Like
know.
I feel like he had a virtual conference last year. But anyway, there's a lot of these that I would like. Like I'm glad when they put the speeches on YouTube eventually, because some of them
Yeah.
they just let the speeches sit in an archive and no one has access to them.
Yeah. Well, I think they usually have some kind of package that you can stream it later. So they're not like dead, but
Oh, okay.
but they're not, publicly available like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I got the impression that they were like once they're sold out, that was it. But yeah, that would be cool. Is there anybody interesting that you're looking forward to? Like any
oh,
lectures?
oh yeah, totally. I actually, let me just glance at the schedule because I know there were people. Um, so Maria Emmerich is giving the kickoff speech tomorrow.
Okay.
Um, and man, there's a whole bunch of like exercise things at the pool in the morning, so that'll be fun. um, Ilika Follett, who is Keto Mommy Makeover, and she does business coaching and a bunch of other stuff. So she's really awesome. She's speaking. Looking forward to that. There's a lot of folks from Clubhouse, so they will be here. Coach E, Ada Ramos, Nathan Pitzer, Jess Britt, Janelle Henry, and well, so yeah, I should probably say like Keto for the Soul, Keto Yardy, Dissolving into Gratitude, My Keto Recovery, and Tampa Wellness Room. Those are the handles. Um, so those are so I'm pretty excited um, to check in with them. And then there are some vendors on Saturday, and then there will be Dr. Camila Ben Nazati, Dr. Annette Bosworth, uh, Abby Scott. I think that's Abby from House of Keto, and then Kim Berry. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, it's packed.
hmm So yeah, we will have to do something. We will have to. Well, I have to get together and get something together. Hey Leonard, welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, Franklin says cruising is fun. So it looks like a bunch of people are interested. Terry, um, Sephora, Carolyn, um, would be interested in going. Hey, Mommy Does Keto, you are not late. You are right on time. But let me know if you would go on a low carb cruise as part of the Black Carnivore contingent. Um, I could always ask. Maybe there's some way to get, like a special rate for us. Um, Virgo lady says, "Are you doing any meetups or gatherings outside the event? I'm right down the street." Uh, No, but we're doing a fireside chat tonight at 10 p.m. by the pool, so I think you could just come. So if you really are here, in 2.5 hours, come to the pool. I'm wearing.
Make it happen.
You'll see me in a in a striped jumpsuit. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to meet you. That would be great. Definitely. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, had no idea she was down there.
Yeah. This is my first time in Orlando. It is lovely. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of traffic. I got here like I guess about 5:30. So just right there in the thick of it. So that was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, and yeah. So and I'll be here. I think I'm gonna leave on Saturday. So I'll be here. Mona's ready to cruise as well. Okay, awesome, fantastic. So, as many of you saw, I also went to lunch with Kelly Hogan and the Carnitarian earlier this week on Monday. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So that was kind of, a small, North Carolina group. And unfortunately, so I know there's a lot of people in North Carolina, but I have not written down a list. So now I feel really terrible that I couldn't like reach out to more people. But I reached out to Emil and to Janae, but neither of them could make it. But now we are planning another dinner sometime, I think, at the end of this month. So if you are from North Carolina, please send me a message on Instagram, and and I can try to make sure that we can hook up. So, because I think it would be nice to do like a North Carolina, meetup. Um, and I don't know. I was kind of thinking it might be easiest to like I don't know, maybe start a North Carolina carnivore meetup and just be able to, coordinate it through that using the Meetup app
Oh,
instead of,
uh, just like texting people and trying to figure
yeah,
out when everybody's schedule aligns and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it could.
So,
I've never used that app.
oh yeah, I have. It's very useful for like meeting up with people. So I've definitely used it for a lot of things. Yeah.
It does the thing that's on its name. No,
Mm-hmm.
I've always I've had the thought a bunch of times like, oh, I should try Meetup for something, and then I end up like finding a group on Facebook that serves that purpose, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's really for doing stuff in person, which, is, that's a very pleasant thing nowadays. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so we went to a barbecue spot that, man, it was one listed as one of those places that's supposed to be fantastic, and it was not. So I kind of feel though with barbecue, not that I have a huge experience, but I feel like barbecue first thing when the restaurant opens and at the end of the night, both of those are bad times because like the grill and all this stuff needs time to warm up. Everybody needs time to get into a good rhythm, and then by the end of the night everything's dried up. So we went at noon for lunch, and I kind of feel like we just got the first batch. So
So even lunchtime is too early. You got to get there like what, 3, 5 o'clock?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess that's what you have to do. I don't know.
Jeez.
Anybody in the chat? Any of you ever gone to Noble Smoke? What did you think of it?
Hey, you calling them out by name too? Okay.
I mean, they were like one of five of the like really fancy, nice barbecue places. So I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry it was
Um,
such a poor experience. So what was wrong with it?
it just well, one, it was really lean, and two, it lacked any flavor.
Hmm.
Um, Now, I know, we like to keep things real spicy, so, and, or flavorful, but I don't know, it just didn't have any flavor and it was very lean. In fact, we asked for butter. So when you all saw my plate, there was like a container of butter there.
That was
Oh,
added on.
say hi to the crowd. Say hi to everybody. This is Ilika, Keto Mommy Makeover. So, yeah, I got to snag a double bed here. So, yeah, but do you want to give a quick sum up of what you thought of today? Yes, yes, of what you thought of today, since I missed most of it. So I want to introduce you to my co-host Arian, and then there's I don't know
Hey,
30 or 40 people just Same.
Awesome. Yeah, hey, so I'm Ilika Follett. Um, what? So today was really a cool day for the Keto Orlando Summit. It was actually supposed to be just VIP, but Erica decided to kind of flow it in and allow anyone to come, right? So it was a really cool opportunity to listen to some great speakers. So Dr. Mila spoke, and she really dug into like why it's important to know what to ask your doctor and how to speak to your doctor.
Can you hear,
Can y'all hear me?
Arian?
Am I ridiculous?
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then who else spoke? Oh, and then it was Autumn spoke from Watch Autumn Keto, and she talked about like macros. Tomorrow I'm speaking, and I'll be talking about how to work less, live more, and feel better. So
Yes.
we are all like keto people, so and carnivore people. Most of us have changed. So me, I was Miss Keto, Miss. I didn't even eat meat when I lost my weight. Like literally, I think I was like a pescatarian keto. And now I'm like, I have like beef, air fried beef in my bag. I'm like
Nice.
90% like beef and ruminant animals. So we all like Ade always says, we all end up swaying that way. And that was me 100% swayed right that way. Now my family's like, wait, mommy, why are you getting all this grass fed beef? We don't even eat beef. We do now, baby. So, all right, I gotta change my clothes.
Okay. So, anyway, so yeah, this has really been an awesome experience, and I'm sorry I missed much of today, but I will have much more to report back tomorrow. Yeah, so everybody stay, if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me there. And also, I'm really trying to post YouTube shorts now. So if you don't go to Instagram, you can keep looking out here on YouTube and see what's there as well. Um, okay, so I saw Terry was thinking of starting a meetup in Nashville. Um, that would be awesome. Um, yeah. And Terry, Grass Fed Girl is in Nashville. Do you know her? She has been, an influencer for a long time on keto, well, keto and then carnivore stuff. And she wrote a carnivore book. So, she's also a really good resource. Okay. Leonard says, I think they reheat leftovers when they first open. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Um, oh, Terry, awesome. So you follow Eilika as well. That's great. Um,
Hi,
and
Terry.
and Virgo lady says, yes, work less and live more. I want to be with that program. Same. Yeah. Um, okay. So, let's see. And then what else happened this week? Uh, I don't know. Did I do any other specifically carnivore things? I have now totally into these, beef logs, chubs. Is that what they're called? Those 3 pound logs of meat.
Not ground, not ground beef. Something else.
Yeah, they're ground beef,
Oh,
but apparently they're called chubs. I don't know.
oh yeah. My mom calls those that too.
She calls them chubs.
Yeah, I think I have a 5 pound one in my freezer right now.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I had put mine in the freezer, and then when I took it out, it wasn't quite, ready, and I sliced it up instead of like, making patties and doing what you normally do, and then just had these perfect patties, which perfectly went into the air fryer. And I was like, oh, wow, this is a great way to do this. So
That
this is brand new to me.
that it sounds really smart. I guess the one you've got that good knife
Well,
because that
that
would be the
too.
one thing that would make it hard. Would be cutting through a frozen block of meat is a lot of times tough.
Well, no, so it has to defrost some. But one of the someone responded to my post when I put it up on Instagram saying that you got to freeze it, I don't know, maybe for an hour or two, so that the outer 1 inch is frozen, but the inside is not yet frozen. So it's not so
Mm,
hard to cut. So
okay.
that would have been the better way to do it. But I keep forgetting. So I put it in the freezer and I'm like, I'm going to come back in an hour or two. And then 5 hours later, it's like, oh, it's frozen. All right.
Right. Start the whole
Start
process
again.
over.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was like, this is perfect. So I just slice up the whole thing instead of like trying to make patties and, do anything like that. So, yeah.
Sounds cool. Whole lot
hmm
faster. And then, are you cooking them from frozen?
N no, but I wonder, I probably could. So what I was doing was, they were partially frozen, so I cooked them like that, but they weren't like completely frozen. And then I freeze like four of them together, but I may need to find a different way of freezing it because then they all get stuck together. And if I'm not trying to cook a whole block of ground beef, like I can't separate them out. There's
Oh yeah,
definitely this is a so wax paper would be the perfect thing to handle that problem.
yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, either wax paper or some other way of freezing them individually, so that then afterwards you can put them together. They're already frozen. Throw them
hmm
into a bag or something, and then throw that in the freezer, and that'll be fine.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Yes. Yes. Then I could have like a gallon sized bag of like 30 or 40 of them all just ready to take whenever I want.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. And this is 7327 ground beef, which um, that I mean, I never even knew that existed until people started talking about it while I was on carnivore, and I was like, "What are you people talking about? Where are you getting this?" It's hard even to find 8515 ground beef in New York. So down here to see that, it was like, wow, I didn't even know that was an option. And it's lovely. I think it's actually quite perfect. So
Yeah.
I'm quite pleased with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a
The higher
discovery.
fat,
hmm
those burgers come out great every time. Whether I make them myself or the Aldi brand, they're always real good.
hmm Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I did this week. Um, and Mommy Does Keto says I'm planning on making chuck steaks tomorrow. Should I grill them? Yeah, I think that they do really well in a grill. That's what people say. I don't have a grill. Still haven't gotten
Yeah.
one.
Well, I feel like you were supposed to get there at a time. You didn't. You ended up being what, like a few weeks late, and then you've
A
been moving
month.
around since then. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, a month late.
Yeah.
I think it's understandable that you haven't started grilling yet. The
Yeah.
grilling journey hasn't began.
Well, I've started to do the neighborly thing by talking to my neighbors. So my cousin doesn't talk to anybody. So I've gotten to know everybody and everybody's names and all of who everybody is. And they want to know all about me. And apparently, my uncle was, very sociable as well. So all these people knew him, and so they have their stories about him. So it's definitely an interesting interesting experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're coming into a situation where there's a whole lot of history for you to find out,
Mhm.
and they're probably happy to have somebody to talk to again.
Mhm. Well, he was very, very Christian, very involved with his church, and apparently the neighbors across the street that they they would pray together, they would read the Bible together, they would just sit on the porch and hang out and talk. One the wife had gotten sick and went to the hospital, and so I went over to talk to the husband and just offer my support. And but I could tell, like, this is a moment that my uncle would have brought his Bible, because he kind of seemed ready to, like,
Mm.
okay, let's go over some scripture. And I was like, oh gosh, I want to be neighborly, but I don't think I can help here.
Hey, that's not me.
Mm, yeah, yeah. So, but I, like, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So I don't know. I may need to get the good book and have it ready. So yeah. Um, okay. So Leonard says my Piggly Wiggly butcher makes 50/50 ground beef for me. So I
Wow.
wonder, how does that work? I mean, does it hold together? Because I feel like that might just liquefy. There's a lot of liquid fat that comes out when I make the hamburgers. I mean, I'm okay with it because I, can eat it and it doesn't upset my stomach. But I feel like 50/50, you're really talking about hamburger soup at that point.
I don't know what those hamburgers look like and how they look, especially how they look after cooking.
Hmm.
50-50 sounds like a lot, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I don't know. Leonard, you're gonna have to report back. I definitely want to hear about it. And
I
of
Yeah.
And I hope everyone here who's watching the live stream, has watched Leonard's interview. It was a very, very, people are very charmed by you, Leonard. I should say that. And it was a wonderful interview, and really inspiring. So I encourage you all to go and check that out if you haven't seen it. I think I have a playlist called Carnivore for Diabetes, and it's in that. So. All right. Hey, Paulette, welcome. So yeah, good stuff. So next week then, I guess I'm gonna have to go find a grocery store and ask about making me some 50/50 ground beef. I went to a Publix for the first time this week, but I don't know. I am not super impressed by the meat I'm finding here. So I think I'm gonna have to um do a little bit more legwork.
And that's there in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You might have to look around some more.
Yeah. And
So
ask
what's wrong with
my
the meat
North
you're finding?
Carolina folks. I mean,
Is
it's
it
just
just
like
too lean?
prepackaged. I mean, it's just prepackaged. There's not a lot of it. Um, Not a lot of variety of cuts.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's, my first foray outside of, New York was Texas, so, which is our mecca, I suppose. Um, Maybe I was just spoiled.
That might be, but I wonder if it's
Going
like
from
the
the
stores
desert.
near. I wonder if you need a less. So you've been to Publix and what else so far?
Harris Teeter,
Oh,
which was crazy expensive and bad.
so are you opposed to regular grocery stores?
No, I've been going to the Food Lion.
Okay, yeah. Um, Food Lion's decent, but I've never seen a Food Lion with a great meat selection.
Which one
I
is
wonder
good
what.
then?
I mean, I don't know if they're down there. So like, I shop at Shoprite most of the time. I have Aldi,
Mm.
although I mostly don't get meat at Aldi.
I went to Aldi's thinking that might be a good choice because I hear people talking about Aldi. It was terrible.
Was it a big Aldi?
Terrible.
Was it small? How big was the meat section?
I couldn't find a meat section.
Oh yeah, it's a terrible Aldi. You need a bigger, probably newer Aldi.
Okay. There were plenty of other things on sale, so that was helpful, but, non-food items or things, but yeah, I was like, why do I hear people talking about Aldi? But
Each Aldi is completely different. So
Ah,
Yep.
you get one Aldi that's spectacular, and then you get another Aldi that's trash.
Yep.
ah. All right.
Yep.
Spectacular or trash?
There's no in between.
Yeah.
No in
And
between.
every I would say there's an in between. But yeah, Aldi is hit or miss because each one, those managers are allowed to run their stores differently.
Hmm. Me Base Musings asked if I've been to any Asian or international grocery stores yet. No, and I don't even know where to find that in Charlotte. But I'll have to
Go,
look.
go to the hood.
I can't, I don't know what the hood, where the hood is. My conception of what is the hood looks so different, you know? So there's no tall buildings. There's no, people hanging outside the bodega store. There's no sneakers hanging from the phone lines. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, a hood in the South is going to look different. But you got all those neighbor friends. Ask
Hmm?
them, where's the local grocery stores at? Where's the discount grocery stores? Where's the places to get all kinds of meat?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will just plan and like schedule a day and I just like really just go around from store to store and just kind of see what's out there. 'Cause yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I've gone to the Food Lion. I've gone to a couple different ones. They seem to have the same not great selection. But where is there like an actual butcher counter unless I go to Whole Foods, which is it's a far trip for me.
Yeah. So you on a counter so you can talk to somebody and tell them like how thick to cut your steaks or something?
Or to give me 50/50 ground beef.
Okay. Yeah. That's going to take some doing. You're going to have to probably look around and ask around for
I
that.
mean, Leonard seems to be able to do it at the Piggly Wiggly. Like what
We got to
what?
find
Yeah.
where the other Piggly Wigglies at.
I mean, Leonard, I'm driving back through Georgia on Saturday. Maybe you can meet me by the highway. give me give me some that you buy from your local person.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leonard says I went to Publix in Orlando and went in the meat section and asked, "What do you do with your beef fat trimmings?" And he said he threw it away and he asked the guy and wrapped it up and took it. So in Orlando, okay. And mommy does keto. I guess it lives near one of those fantastic Aldis.
Wait a minute. Go ahead and finish reading the comment, but I have a question.
Mommy does keto says my Aldi has 25.75 burger patties and 73.27 ground beef, 5-pound packages.
So the all you went and didn't have the burger patties and ground beef?
I did not see that, and that's what I was looking for.
So like you're in the
I
freezer
mean, it
section now.
had it had like frozen food and like, with like doors and stuff, but like not really a meat section. It was like pre-prepared foods. It looked to
Oh,
me like a Trader Joe's, which I never, shopped at because it's like, unless you want convenience or prepackaged food, it like I don't know, Trader Joe's doesn't usually have that much stuff.
no. No, Trader Joe's is for
I
like
mean, like, Whole Food.
yeah. Um okay, so yeah, you went to a trash Aldi. So there's supposed to be a freezer
Hmm.
section that has at least that stuff. Um the burger patties cuz like if I can't find any meat like roast or anything on sale that I want at Aldi, I'm still gonna get bacon. I'm probably gonna get 2 packs of that because they have good bacon. It's thick cut, um, and it's less than like $5 a pound, I think. And then those,
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to try again for another
yeah,
Aldi.
you find a good one.
Okay.
Um, and then the burger patties, those 25.75 patties are really good. I can't
Mhm.
remember how much those are, but like I'll at least get those and eggs most of the time. Oh, and pork rinds when I'm at Aldi.
Mhm. Okay. Well, I've been having good luck ordering these quarter pounder patties at McDonald's. I have yet to have someone act confused, shocked, ask clarifying questions. They just say okay and they give it to me. So today I was somewhere, I think in South Carolina at that point, and or maybe Georgia, and they rang it up as chicken patties, but it was, still the quarter pounders.
Well, that's cool. I'm surprised, or not surprised, but this is interesting because there was a time where you said you can't touch anything McDonald's.
I have said that, yes. I've not said that because I have not been against it as a I think it's fine to eat these burgers.
Hmm.
Um but I grew up in New York, like we just fast food, it was not culturally okay, I should say. So that's more what that's about.
Oh, I thought it was making you sick.
Well, it was, I mean, eating like the regular burgers with bun and ketchup and all of that. But no, I didn't. It didn't
Mm.
make me sick.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
say? I don't think I. I mean, eating French fries and Whoppers and the whole deal does. But
Mm.
um, but I don't think I'd ever ordered just plain patties before.
Oh, okay.
And there is definitely a difference between just the regular patties and then the quarter pounder patties.
Um, what is there something added to the quarter pound patties?
I think so. I could definitely taste pepper, if nothing else, but they taste better and they're bigger and meatier. So, yeah, they seem fine to me. It's like definitely useful to be able to eat that. And now, so I think I posted on Instagram. The Carnitarian had put up this hack for how you handle ordering the patties. And so I didn't know this, but you can download the McDonald's app, and then when you arrive at the drive-through, you get a drive-through code that you give to the person you're giving your order to, and that way it gets connected to your app, and you get points for everything you order, and but your order is saved in your account. And so then the next time you go to order, you can it'll just automatically populate wherever the closest McDonald's is to wherever you physically are at that moment, and you can just reorder your last order and it'll send the order to the McDonald's. So um so even if, I guess, one of the problems that different fast food places have is that they have a cash register, with a button for each item. And so if there's no button for a burger patty, they can't just charge you for a burger patty. That's part of the problem. But if you've got it in your app, you'll be able to order even if the restaurant doesn't have one of those buttons. That's what she said. Now that actually did not seem to be true today. So today, when I was at the McDonald's, I went into the app to try to reorder, and it said the item was unavailable. But I waited in line and decided to just ask and see what happened. And the person was like, okay, and it said, 4 chicken patties, and I was like, I am not getting chicken patties, right? She's like, no, ma'am. I understood what you want. So, yep. So that didn't exactly work, but
That's cool.
yeah, it was helpful. Oh, I know. That was right. There were definitely, so there are some stories about there being human flesh found in McDonald's burgers. Um so I don't know. Um, so Virgo Lady says I've ordered the quarter pounder patties and bacon at Wendy's. Each time I had asked for the manager, I had to ask for the manager because yeah, the person got confused. Um, and Viality prefers Burger King, Checkers, and Wendy's once in a while. Uh, okay, and Terry Carver says if you use the McDonald's app, you can get two quarter pounders for the price of one, and get the two patties for around $4.60. Okay, that's helpful. They were charging me $2 per patty, so yeah, it's about the same price. And Leonard says Burger King you can get four Whopper patties and an order of bacon for about $8. Oh, that's good. Okay. And Virgo Lady says, nice. The Wendy's patties were $1.50. Not sure about the price for three strips of bacon. Nice. Um, Mommy Does Keto loves the Wendy's patties. I guess they're good. People must like them.
I I feel like I like them better than Burger King. I haven't had Wendy's in a while though. I need to test that.
Mm-hmm. And Mommy Does Keto says she has to tell the person taking the order to look for the add patty button.
Yeah,
And is
just
Wendy's where they have the puppy patties or the pup patties? I feel like I had someone talk to me about that.
what's that?
They're meant to be little patties that you give to your dog. Um, they're meant to be little patties that you give to your dog. So, but they make nice snacks for carnivores,
It sounds cool.
apparently.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Um, Glenda prefers McDonald's as well. And Leonard says, I eat beef hot dogs and cheeseburger dogs off the roller grill in the truck stops and convenience stores with absolutely no blood sugar spike. That's awesome. I have eaten those things from 7-Eleven, and I find that I think there's seed oils in them. So I tend to have a reaction to that, but other people seem to be okay with it.
yeah, I don't feel my best after I eat. I can eat some pretty like some low rent food, but I think that the 7-Eleven hot dogs is usually a step too far. Like I'll do it, and it's just I can't really pinpoint it, but I just don't feel as good for the next hours after that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Miss Tatey says they charge $1 per patty here in the DC area. I've only been asked once what I was doing with all the meat. I usually order eight at a time. Yeah. Yeah, Leonard does have all the good tips for traveling on the road, but I'm starting to learn them myself. I stopped at a gas station this morning and in South Carolina, and there was like several brands of various types of pork rinds, cracklings, and so on. So, who knew? And I thoroughly enjoyed them. So
As
I
you
did a
should.
live. Yeah, I posted in my story. So if you want to, you can go check it out. But yes, it
Live.
was very good. Yeah. Well, I was driving and I didn't want to deal with like editing and messing with this stuff. So I just put it on live and let people watch me eat.
Turns out there's an audience for that.
Sure. Sure is. Sure is. Well, um, tonight cannot be a long night because there's more keto events tonight. We are going to wrap up a little early. I'm sorry we're not having a nice long chat tonight, But make sure that you stay keep checking me out on Instagram and here on YouTube for more video of of all the festivities and all the things that are going on.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everyone. I had a great time talking tonight. Thank you for being here. And yeah, we are going to wrap up. Hey, Chris, welcome. I'm glad you are here. And Virgo. Okay, Virgo lady, you sent me a Facebook message. I'll check that out. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a great night, and I'll see you all next week.
Good
Bye.
night.